Good morning, my name is Annaliza Nimer, BS major in Math, first year Black Sea. My instructor is Mr. Frankitan, and my topic is all about Roman mathematics. Objective: to have knowledge about the history of mathematics in Rome, identify the usage of mathematics and the purpose of the Roman numerals, to show contribution of the Romans to the people, definitions, and facts. Table of content: brief history of Roman mathematics, the Roman numerals, the rules of writing Roman numerals, and the operations of addition and subtraction, zero in Roman mathematics, the Abacus, Roman Calendar, and the Horoglia. Brief history of Rome mathematics. By the middle of 1st century BCE, before Christ's era, the Romans had tightened their grip on the old Greek and Hellenistic empires, and the mathematical revolution of the Greeks ground to halt. The Romans were the dominant empire on earth. However, no mathematical innovation occurred under the Roman Empire and Republic, and there were no mathematicians of note. Roman numerals. Roman numerals are a numeral system that originated in ancient Rome and remained the usual way of writing numbers throughout Europe. Well into the late Middle Age, numbers in the system are represented by combination of letters from the Latin alphabet. Modern Roman numerals. Numerals use 7 letters to represent different numbers. There are I, V, X, L, C, D, and M, which hold the integers value, which of 1, 5, 10, 50, 100, 500, and 1000 respectively. Once you understand the rules to read and write Roman numerals, it will be very easy for you to work with them. Here the example of Roman numerals, chart 1 to 10,000. As you can see, Roman numerals, again, example. Willow was asked to represent a Roman numerals using both addition and subtraction. If the Roman numerals is ix, how will she represent in its decimal number system? Going from the right to left, the last two symbols are ix, which is 9. X in the Roman numerals is 10. So ix plus x is equal to 19. Zero in Roman mathematics. The number 0 did not originally have its own Roman numerals, but the word nolla, the Latin word meaning none, was used by medieval scholars to represent 0. Dionysius Exiguus was the known to use nolla alongside Roman numerals in 525, because Roman numeral system was developed for mostly knowing the price of goods to the trade. So there was no need for a symbol to representative 0. Instead, the number 0, the word nolla, the Latin word meaning none, was used by the Romans. Theories on the origin Roman numerals. The Roman numeral system was descended from ancient Etruscan numerals, itself adapted from the Greek Attic symbol. The system was somewhat flawed in there was no symbol for 0 and no real method for counting about several thousand other than adding lines around numerals to indicate multiply. Theories on the origin Roman numerals. Roman numerals originated, as the name might suggest, in ancient Rome or ancient Rome. The numerals developed out of a need for a common method of counting, essential the communications and trade. Counting on one's finger got hours of hand, so to speak, when you reach 10, so counting system was devised based on a person's hands. Roman numeral system was 0 and no real method of counting about several thousands other than adding lines around numerals so indicate multiples. The abacus. The ancient Romans developed the Roman hand abacus, a portable but less capable base 10 version of earlier abacuses like those used by the Greek and Babylonians. It was first portable calculating device for engineering, merchants, and presumably tax collector. It's greatly reduced the time needed to perform the basic operation of arithmetic using Roman numerals. The abacus invented in China around 2nd century before Christ. However, the abacus-like device are first attested from ancient Mesopotamia around 2700 before Christ. We have two forms of horologia. We have solaria or sundial, clepsydry or water clock. Solaria, also called the shadow clock, make use of the sun as the source for telling the time. Introduced to Rome by the 3rd century BC or before Christ era. Note, solaria is reliable but not perfect for telling time before and needed adjustment. Solaria, in the term solaria or sundial, can refer to any device that use the sun's altitude or azimuth or both to show the time. Solaria, famous Solaria in Rome. It was re-elected by Emperor Augustus on the Campus Martius in 9 BC. Clepsydry or clepsydra or water clock do not need sunlight to tell time. This also needed seasonal adjustment, but they could be used at night because they didn't require sunlight. Besides being a time, this also became a timer for oracle, brothel, and to a military. Clepsydra or clepsydra or water clock, also called the water clock, ancient device for measuring time by the gradual flow of water. So, ito. Here the example of the clepsydra. We have 4 parts of clepsydra or clepsydra. Kung paano siya umaandar. We have float, overflow, water supply, and stopper to control rate of flow. In the another form of vessel was filled into the water that was allowed to escape through the hole, and the time was read from graduated lines on the interior measuring level of the remaining water have stopper to control rate of flow. An example of this high-end timepiece in this Tower of the Winds in the Roman Agora of Athens, also known as the Horologion of Andronikos, which was built in the 1st century BC. Borrowed some earliest calendar in Greek. The first and the earliest Roman calendar was introduced by the first Emperor Roman Empire Romulus in 700 BCE before Christ era. It had 10 months only names: Martius, Aprilius, Maius, Junius, Quintilis, Sextilis, at September, October, November, and December, which is 304 days. It had monthly use. Ito nga yun, yung binanggit ko kanina. Julian Calendar or Julius Caesar developed the Julian Calendar in 45 BCE. Julian Calendar was made to keep track and marking time with the reason without extra month. It is the solar calendar based entirely on Earth revolution around the sun, also called tropical year. The Julian calendar also introduced leap year. Every 4 years is a leap year. At the time, February was the last month of the year, and leap day was the February 24. The Julian calendar was very useful in the ancient. the Roman calendar to more civilized and in connection with the movement of the earth to the sun. In the modern times, Julian calendar is used to provide the dates of feasts and many more. The problem happened was that the Julian calendar had too many leap years that made it out of sign. Eventually, the Julian calendar and important religious holiday, astronomical events like solstices. Julius Caesar was a Roman general and statesman, a member of the first triumvirate. Caesar led the Roman armies in the Gallic Wars before defeating his political rival Pompey in a civil war and subsequently became dictator of Rome from 49 before Christ until his assassination in 44 before Christ. Ptolemy, Latin is Claudius Ptolemaeus, born on 100 CE, dead CE 170 CE, an Egyptian astronomer, mathematician, and geographer of mathematics, of Greek descent of flourished in Alexandria during the 2nd century. Ptolemy was the most famous astronomer of classical antiquity. The theory of Ptolemy was the geometric system that postulated the apparently irregular paths of the sun, moon, and planets were actually a combination of several regular and circulation motions seen in perspectively from a stationary Earth. Bale from Ptolemy yun. Pappus of Alexandria. Pappus of Alexandria was one of the last Greek mathematicians of antiquity, known for his synagogue or collection and for Pappus' hexagon theorem and projective geometry. Pappus was born in 290 AD in Alexandria, Egypt. There is little known about the Pappus' life, but according to his writings, and he was a teacher in Alexandria. He is known as one of the last Greek mathematicians. Pappus of Alexandria flourished AD 320, the most important mathematical author writing in Greek during the later Roman Empire, known for his synagogue collections. There are at least 8 books in his collection, some of which include geometry, reactional mathematics, doubling a cube, polygons, and polyhedrons. This is only one Greek copy left today. Book 1 and 8 that doesn't exist, and only some book of 2 and 7 are all intact. So which means yung 1 and 8 hindi na po siya nagagamit, and yung 2 hanggang 7 na lang po yung ginagamit natin hanggang ngayon. So ayon kay Pappus of Alexandria, he is the known of the last Greek mathematicians, and that's all about my topic. Again, thank you, and my name is Annaliza Nimer, and PSED major in math. Thank you.